All right, well, turning now to the search for Nancy Guthrie as investigators search the Catalina foothills for evidence while calls and tips flood into police.
Yeah, the FBI getting thousands of tips in just the last 24 hours. We go live now to NEWSMAX correspondent Sarah Williamson in Arizona. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Mark. Look, we have had an intense 48 hours here in Tucson, Arizona, since those images from the doorbell camera were retrieved and released to the public. We've seen a large uptick in law enforcement that have been canvassing that area, as you mentioned, not just around Nancy Guthrie's home, but the wider Catalina foothills region. Law enforcement did confirm yesterday that there are several hundred detectives and agents that are currently assigned to this case, and we are going to continue to see this increased law enforcement activity throughout Pima County as the investigation expands. Now, we spoke about that black glove that was found on the grounds yesterday and has been taken in for investigation. Well, I witnessed an agent as well yesterday coming out of the bushes wearing blue rubber gloves and carrying a brown paper bag. What was in that bag, I do not know for sure, but we do know from the agents that they are just looking for anything that the suspect may have dropped as they were trying to fleeing the scene. Authorities are saying that there is a significant rise in the amount of calls that are coming into the tip line. Pima County alone has received nearly 18,000 calls since February 1st, and more than 4,000 of those came in the 24 hours after the doorbell camera images were released. They're also saying that there is still going to be no press briefings or interviews scheduled at this time, but should a significant development occur, a press conference will be called and the media will be notified. Now, since this is considered a significant development to most people, this is receiving a lot of criticism. Take a listen.
There's been a real lack of transparency and communication here. At the outset, we saw the sheriff and his dismal performance, in front of the cameras. And I think that because of that, he is now completely gun shy about giving any communication. But that's his job. And if he's not going to do it, then I believe the FBI should be stepping in. But the public has a right to have some information.
So with the discovery of that glove, that is one lead that we are going to be following closely to see if that does lead there and we get any answers in regard to that. But the backpack as well is something that a lot of people are paying attention to. Well, we do know now that it is being described as an Ozark backpack, which you can just, a trail backpack that you can just buy at Walmart. So that may be somewhere where the police will start looking to try and find if they can track down who bought that bag as well. So we're going to continue to follow these leads. We're at Pima County Sheriff's Department now. Hopefully we'll try and get some answers from law enforcement and bring them to you as they come in. Back to you guys.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is NEWSMAX. It's real news for real people.